Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Emily and today we're doing my August TBR. Now if you saw from the thumbnail, you will have seen this little jar. This jar is not a new TBR game. It's literally just all the prompts and stuff from my newest game, my newest board game. They're in here. The only difference is the colors, and I did add something. So these purple ones are tropes. So the way I think of tropes are things that I really like in books. So like alpha male, enemies to lovers, haunted house, like those kinds of things, slashers. So that's essentially what the purple ones are. Then if I go to these ones, whoops, these colors, these like bluish purple, these are the prompts, all the prompts that I had from before. These pinky looking ones are all the genres that I had from before. These light blue ones are all the challenges I've had from before, with a few changes because some of them I couldn't do for just doing it like this, so I changed a couple. And then then we get to these black ones. The black represent two different things. So the first one is, I'm so sorry, I don't know why my camera won't focus, but it says Books Hauled 2023, column number 3. So whenever I would land on a black hole spot on my board, I would roll a die to figure out what book hauled column I would get, and I have to read a book from that column. So I decided I still wanted to implement that in here. So these are here. They do go up to column 10, and I think I only have 7 columns right now. So if I get any from 8, 9, or 10, I'll just put it back and pick again. The other thing that the black also represents is I kind of wanted to keep my indie spaces, but my indie spaces are kind of like mood reads to me because I haul so many indie books anymore that I have so many that I could just mood read them. So I do have spots for indie pub books on the black. So those represent two different things. Other than that, that's it. That's it for this. There are these little tiny envelopes, and like, it's kind of hard to see, but this little tiny one, my daughter helped me fold all of these. So she wanted to take the scraps and she made me these little ones. And if I pick one of those little tiny ones, I told her then that she could pick a book for me. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm a little scared if she has to pick a book for me, but we will see. So the way I'm gonna decide on how many I'm going to pick from here is I have a random wheel spinner that has numbers from 6 to 13, and I did spin that. I screen recorded it, so I'm gonna put that here right now, and you'll see how many picks I will be picking for this month. So you'll see I have to pick 10. Now that's a little scary because I haven't been reading as much, but I'm hoping that since the kids are going back to school at the end of the month, that I'm gonna find more time and more like moodiness of reading. Like I wanna get back in the role of reading. So the only other scary thing though is that if I land on a challenge, some of the challenge prompts will kind of make me have the option of adding more on here, and that's a little scary because if I'm at 10 and I haven't been reading a lot, but you know what, it's what's fun and it's what we're going to be doing for this month. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick all the picks now, and then I will just splice in my picks later because I have to sit and think about the options. So we're just going to do the picks now, and as I'm picking, you will then see the options. So I just wanted to be honest with you guys and tell you what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing. I have a notebook here with me so that I can, I'll flip the page, so I can write them down as I go along. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to mark down the 10 spots. So I wrote down the 10 here so I can keep track. So we're going to start now, and I hope we get something good. I'm a little nervous. Okay, the first one we get is a prompt, and it says recently hauled. I'll have to look and see what I've recently hauled. So for recently hauled, I decided to go with The Reaper by Runix, which is the second book after The Predator. I read The Predator last month, really enjoyed it. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, but I still want to see where the story goes. I am 14% of the way into it, so I've barely started it. So I'm going to count that as that one. If not, then I will count Deadland, which I can't remember the author, Sawyer Hall maybe. This is like, take Jurassic Park, like the first movie, but make it zombies instead of dinosaurs. and I am just ready for it. And I think something happens where someone starts to get sick, and are they infected? Are they a zombie now? Like, I am here for it. I'm so excited for it. So one of those two. Next. Ooh, we got a genre. I'm hoping we get like one of each. That would be great. Ooh. Mystery thriller. So next I got mystery thriller, and for this one I decided to try out Deeper Than the Dead by Tammy Hogue. I've been really wanting to try this author after Katrina from Katrina Brown talked about them. So I have this one. I believe it's like a detective and something with, I think something happened years ago and then something's happening again now. So I don't know if that's right, but I am intrigued. Number 3. Ooh, we got a trope. I'm scared. Ooh, okay. Possessive hero. I am so sorry if this isn't like focusing very well, but I promise it says possessive hero. And I have tons of books with that, so that one should be easy. Next I got possessive hero, and this one I have so many options for, and I just couldn't decide what to pick, so I just threw 2 on here to give us options. So I decided to go with Brutal Obsession, which I have the audiobook for, and this is like a hockey bully romance or whatever. And then the other one I have is Even If It Hurts by Sam Mariano. And this one is another bully one, but I think the male hero is a swimmer. So maybe one of those two could work, but they both have some bully heroes, but they also turn into possessive heroes. So I'm here for it. Next, this is number 4. Ooh, we got a black. And it's Indie Pub. Next I got Indie Pub, and of course I could pick anything, but I decided to go with the second book in the Beast Hunter series, and that is Dark Sovereign. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, I read the Beast Hunters a few months ago, really enjoyed it, gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and I really wanted to continue, so I wanted to put this on this list. Number 5. Let's go for this one. It's another trope, and it is Unique Magic. Interesting. I have some ideas in my head about what I could pick for this one, but am I in the mood for fantasy? Next, I got Unique Magic, and for this I decided to put the Beast Hunters on here because I really want to reread the Beast Hunters to then go into the second one. So that is what I am putting here. Number 6. Ooh, it's another genre. Oh no! There's only one of these in here, and I just so happen to pick it. Other. So other can be anything like sci-fi, poetry, historical, literature, like any of those things that are not my favorites. So maybe I'll try and read a poetry collection. That could work. Next I got Other, and I still can't believe I got this because it's the only other in the entire jar. So it is what it is, but I decided to give myself a break since I have 10 books, and I am going with a very short book, and it is a book of poetry, and that is Breakable Things by Katie Wismer. I've read 2 of her other poetry collections and really liked them, so I can't imagine that this one would be any different. Number 7. Oh no, we got a challenge. Okay, please be something easy. No, a shelf pick. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm going to have to talk to my device. I'll do that though, I'll film that up close. So I'm gonna have to talk to my device, figure out which bookshelf, and then which shelf, and then pick from something on that shelf. So I'm nervous. Oh God. Okay, so here are my shelves. Please excuse the dog. Major, hi buddy. There's all my old TBRs, my TBR envelopes. There's my new thing. It's a mess, and everything needs dusted, so please ignore that. I'm not going up any further because I have all my medications up on top of my bookshelves, so we're not gonna pick anything from the top of there. So each shelf has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and some shelves I've read all the books on, so we'll just have to redo one, but we're gonna say shelf 1, shelf 2, and shelf 3. So I'm gonna ask my device to pick one. Echo, pick a random number between 1 and 3.
Here's a number between 1 and 3. It's 1.
Okay, so that's this one, and I'm a little scared. Okay, Echo, pick a random number between 1 and 5.
Here's a number between 1 and 5. It's 3.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. That's my daughter's vase she made me. So let's see, what do I have? So I have not read the last 2 books here. I have not read any of the Gilded Wolves, and I have not read any of those. Everything else I've read. I don't know what to pick. I don't know that I want to read any of these things. Although, a part of me really wants to read, a part of me really wants to reread this because I have little stories that go after it, so maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll reread this because it was a favorite. I really enjoyed it. I did not like An Enchantment of Ravens that much, but this one I really enjoyed, and it's got fall vibes, so maybe I'll reread this. That's what I think I'll do. I'll reread this. So we have our pick. Next I got shelf pick, and so the book I picked was Sorcery Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I have read this. It's been a long time. I think I read it when it first came out. So when did this come out? 2019. So it's been a while, and I do have the little novella that came out this year for this, so I really want to reread this. It's got some fall vibes. I gave it 5 stars. I really enjoyed this one more so than An Enchantment of Ravens, so I'd like to reread this one so that I can read the little novella that I got this year. So I'm really excited about this one. Next, what are we on? Number 8. Oh, there's 2 stuck together. Which one do I want? I want the genre. Get off. Thank you. Okay, we got Fanro, so fantasy romance. Got plenty of those recently. Next I got Fanro, and I am really excited about this one because I love me some fantasy romance, and I have 2 options for this. So one is going to be Mysteries at Thorn Manor, which is the little novella that goes with this one, so I finished this one and then I can just read that one. The other one is the Book of Azrael, and this one I wanted to read because sometime at the beginning of August there's a live show for this book, but I'd really like to give this one a try because I own it and I would really like to join a discussion for it. So hopefully I can read that one. I'll have to read it at the beginning of August, so please give us some good ones, some easy ones for these last 2. Don't add any more, please. Number 9. Okay, we got a prompt. Okay, ends on an odd page number. Shouldn't be too hard. I had ends on an odd page number, so for this one I'm really excited because I put Blood Oath on here, which is the 3rd Beast Hunters book, so I can then just round out this whole trilogy. The first one I read really quickly, so I think this whole series will be a really quick read for me to read this month, and it'll be a reread of a favorite and continuing on, so I'm just really excited about it. So that is what's on here for ends on an odd page number. And what is hopefully our 10th and final one. Hopefully we don't get a challenge that adds more. Okay, just the genre. We're good. This is our last pick. Ooh, Dark Academia. It's funny because this one, and then I think I have 1 sci-fi. They're all in there once, and I still happen to pick 2 of the ones I only have in here once. Crazy. So Dark Academia. And I actually have one that I really want to read for this, so works out. And finally we got Dark Academia, which is also something that's only in the jar once, so the odds. Anyway, for this one I decided to put Nocticadia on here. This one we're following a girl whose mother dies from some mysterious illness, so she goes to this college or school or whatever where she's hoping she can learn on or come up with like some kind of cure for what her mother had. In the process she ends up kind of falling in love with her one professor, and it just sounds so good and so dark and just perfect, and I just want to start getting into the fall reading mood, so this is perfect. That and this on here, like, perfect. I couldn't ask for a better TBR. So that was everything from the little jar. So now that we got all the prompts out of the way, we got to do our My Viewer Recommends. Now I have not done June or July's reads, so June's was Master of Sorrows and July's was King of Battle and Blood, and we're going to be picking this month, and I'm hoping maybe I could do a vlog this month of me reading all 3 of those and catching up. So I'm just going to show you what the month of August book recommendation is going to be. And as you see, we got The Bridge Kingdom, and I'm really excited about this because this one has an audiobook and it's a fantasy romance, and I'm really interested in getting into it. I've had this for a really long time, I just haven't picked it up, but I've heard amazing things. So hopefully I can get to this one and everything will be good. So that was everything on my TBR. I know that there are some readathons happening. I know the magical readathon's happening. I know the amazing readathon, and I think romance readathon, that's great. I don't think I'm going to be joining in any readathons. I haven't been reading that much and I don't want to add any extra pressure, which is why I just put all my stuff in the jar, because I've just been too stressed out, and reading is just something I like to escape from life with. So I just want to make it fun and easy, and that means that, here's my list of everything, that means that my options for each of the prompts are likely to change. They can and they will. Nothing bad's gonna happen for me changing it. As long as I fulfill them, that's great. If I want to change them because my mood's not on the books I had set pick, great. We're just gonna make it a fun, easy month. This is just something fun and easy to do, and maybe get me to read books that I wouldn't have thought picking up that month. For instance, this, I never would have thought I would have been picking this one up again, but the more I sit on it, the more I'm like, yes, I really want to reread this because this was really good and I really enjoyed it. So that was everything. I'm sorry that I've kind of taken my TBR games all over the place throughout the few years that I've been here on BookTube. I think this will be my second year on BookTube, and I'm really excited. September is my 2-year anniversary on BookTube, so I am just going day by day. I'm not sure how many videos will go up in August, but I'm hoping that once the kids go back to school, I'll be back to uploading more. I just hit this rut in summer. Anytime summer comes around, I'm like, I really don't want to do anything because the kids are home. There's not enough time to do anything. We're always busy, so I apologize. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, like it down below. Comment down below letting me know what your most anticipated read of the month of August is going to be, and subscribe if you want to. I'd greatly appreciate it. Until my next video, I will see you guys again soon. Bye.